I think that your reason is because of your assaultive properties at the gym. That's why. And that. Welcome, everybody. Today you're going to be with Jonathan and Gwen's wall map. All right. And that. Hello, Penelope, T-Rubs, Emily, Debbie. What? Did you just shush me?
I was trying to shush you.
You were just all over the place.
I wasn't. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Are you clogged up? Are you clogged up? Huh?
Okay. All right. We can begin.
Can we?
All right. Yes. I give you permission.
Howdy, everyone.
Okay. Wait. Oh my gosh.
You got in trouble quite a bit for laughing in church, didn't you? When you were a child? Were you a giggler in church?
No. You would be smited down.
Smited down.
You would be not smited up.
Smitted.
Not smitten. All right.
Thou hast gigglet. Thou giggleth not in my church.
Wait. Okay, who's all here? Now I can officially say hello. Okay. Hi, Cherubs. Hi, Plain. Hi, Emily. Hi, Penelope. Hi, Debbie. Pleased to meet you, and may Abba bless you for thinking that I am young.
Is that your natural hair color?
Don't provoke me to become heathenistic for a few seconds. I am the new man. Don't poke the old man.
It says that the gray head is a crown of glory.
You know what? It was an accident, and then it was an accident, and then not an accident. An accident is like you didn't know that there was a potential of something happening. Okay, so
you mean
I was
is the term accident like vary at all? I mean, depends, or what?
An accident is like an accident. You don't know the potential of what could happen. That's what an accident is it not? Okay, so anyway, what I was trying to do before I put that like in my hair was I was trying to blend the bottom part of my hair, which was sort of reddish, to my regrowth, which was sort of mousy brown with my grays, which I was really loving coming in. And when I went to the distributor, because I am an ex-hairstylist, if you're ever an ex, and because there was a new product and she suggested it, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then I put it on my head and I'm like, holy farfadugan. This is not gonna ever pass. So I decided to put that little blonde streak that you've seen, right? And I didn't like it, but I wasn't willing to cover it, because if I was going to cover it, I knew I was gonna have to do my whole head, because then you would see just this horrible, it was one of those things. And so
you did your whole head?
I had to do my whole head, and it's like I have started at the beginning again.
So most of us don't deal with that. Most of us guy Y chromosome people. So, like, how many bottles is that?
1.5 tubes.
Tubes? Come in tubes.
A tube. Let's go tubing. Hey, Emily, Let's go tubing. Hey, D. Hey, Ren.
And that tubes, huh? So is this like a regular size thing of toothpaste, or
Yeah. So one and
like
a half of
family
those.
size?
Yes, family
So you
size.
got this tube of toothpaste, and you use 1.5 of those. You've got
Plus
a lot of hair.
Plus developer. I do. Like, look. I don't know if like. There. See? Do you see it all? I mean, it looks thicker because I have that thing in there, but.
Thing.
The thing. The bow, the knot, the hanging part of the thing.
Right. And that.
You know what? Would you be offended if I made you a T-shirt that said that? I passed by this T-shirt place, and
A T-shirt that says what? What did you say? You've been rambling.
And that.
How many tubes?
And that.
A T-shirt with me going, how many tubes?
No, I'm saying it. And that. You say it all the time, and it's like super like individual. Like I say, what do I say? I say a lot of things. I say like, what do I say besides blah blah blah? I say holy granola bars, or hang on to your pancakes, or it's just some of the sayings that I have that are just unique to me, and then you have a saying that's unique to you, and I'm gonna make a T-shirt that's gonna say, "In that." I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it, and we can wear it to this conference that we're gonna attend.
Yeah.
I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Right,
as
everybody?
Gwen so mentioned, we are, not me and Gwen, other people are forming an exploratory committee to get all the information we need in order to hold a conference in Arizona. And
you're cutting out. That sucks.
Is always back east, or in California. So we're tired of being left out. Yeah.
What about us Canadians?
The what?
Us Canadians. I mean, we did have a flat Earth thing.
See?
That doesn't count. That's like 1 in 500 million conferences that go by.
Right. See, Emily thinks it sounds good.
I might not need a pass. My kids might not need to. I mean, okay.
What?
I might be able to get a passport a lot faster than we thought. I'm just trying to tell Emily the news.
One of us is breaking up. I don't know if it's me or you.
You are too.
Right? I think it's you. It's driving distance.
From?
Yeah. Howdy, Grace.
Guten Morgen, Frau.
Hi, Jimmy's daughter.
I just was gonna say it, see if I could beat you.
And then I also have to say, hi, spiky hair kid. Oh, you don't know what that's about, do you?
What are we talking about? We don't know yet, Jimmy. Well, I mean, I always know what I'm talking about.
Jimmy, we're talking about forming an exploratory committee to do a conference in Arizona.
Okay, when did you say you wanted to do it?
We don't know yet. We're thinking March or October of next year.
October's my birthday. If anybody celebrates birthdays, we can do it then, and then I can get lots of presents.
You can get what?
Presents. It's my birthday in October.
Oh, okay. I thought you
So
said
we-
pregnant. You know, I was going to say,
No.
I don't know what kind of conference you think we're holding here in Arizona, but it's not that.
There are no more human beings growing inside my body ever again. I made sure of that. But you know what, October, if I were to finally get my arse together, that would be great because I want to take the girls on a trip early summertime. Does Arizona have ocean?
No, but we have the biggest beaches in the world.
We want to go snorkeling and see the whales. The pole shift. We have a pole and it's shifting. Surprise! Oh, shut up, Debbie. Mine's the 30th. We must have lots in common. Hey, Leah.
Will you quit
Oh my-
forking around? What? You're spinning that fork around in circles.
I will not fall prey to your traps. I will take the higher road. Stop chewing on it. Is it like, are you chewing on gum? Swallow it or spit it. No.
No.
Did you know that if you chew on gum, it activates the acids in your stomach and it thinks it's about to receive food? It's preparing the certain acids in your stomach to receive food. So the chewing saliva that's going on, you know.
Did you know that the chewing also creates enzymes that protect your teeth?
From what?
From whatever deteriorates teeth?
What's the conference about? Your butt's gonna blow
Who's asking?
bubbles. I am.
Are you asking?
I am. Or is that kind of like what's still, of course, on the table for discussion? Like,
Actually, we're talking about multiple things, but the Southwest here has a lot of connections with the old world, as the secular society calls it. That, to start off with, the Tucson area, this area in general is on the same parallels that Palestine and Jerusalem are on.
okay.
Right, modern Israel. That over in New Mexico, they have Paleo-Hebrew 10 Commandments that are scratched onto rocks over there.
Yes.
We have the multiple portal areas like Mount Graham, where the Roman Catholic Church has the Lucifer telescope. And there's also Sedona, which is some place that the New Agers love to go. The Roman Catholic Church has the Cathedral of the Rock or the Church of the Rock or something there. Church in the Hole in the Rock or Church of Hell's Gate. I don't know what it is. Something up there. And that there are areas in Arizona, like Tucson being one of them, that have been continuously, documentably habitated for longer than lots of other places on Earth.
Punchline.
No punchline.
Okay, so.
But anyways, there is a lot of things here, and also too, We don't want to try to get the biggest, most popular speakers. There are some people that really have a lot of things to offer that are kind of overlooked. And so we would like to see if we can get them to come and speak on certain subjects related to all those wonderful things we like.
Like squirrels? I like squirrels. I'll come and speak on squirrels.
What? You're eating a squirrel?
No, I'll come speak on squirrels.
We have squirrels. We have squirrels.
That sounds exciting. I think that's excellent.
I didn't say everybody. We want to get some people in there, though, that are not known, that deserve a break.
I think that's an excellent idea. All the more for me to get my arse together with all my stuff, hey?
Prove it.
It's fall outside. I could almost start raking up leaves already.
So nothing's fallen? You've had a fallless fall?
No, it's falling. There's leaves falling.
Right. One of the people I'd like to get to speak, Grace, has done a lot of research into all of the connections in this area with the Middle East and Egypt in particular. That there's huge areas of the Grand Canyon that are closed off to the public that all have Egyptian names, like the Great Temple and Temple of Isis and things like that. Not far northwestish of there are the Lovelock Caves, where they found really big giant bones inside. And the Paiute Indians have an oral tradition where they were warring with them. Finally, they pulled together all these tribes together and trapped all the giants in this cave and burned them out, suffocated them, lighting a fire at the mouth of the cave, and many other things. Montezuma's castle is cliff dwellings, right? Which, of course, they all say, oh, that's the Pueblo Indians, or that's these Indians and stuff. But it's real interesting. Something happened. They just abandoned their houses. They left, they were still pots, like on the fire pit. And they left salt, right? Salt was a hard commodity to come by back then. You don't leave salt behind. You need salt, especially refined salt.
I think that would be super, and I mean, for people in the area, I think that would be really good to really educate, because sometimes stuff is all around you and you hear versions of it or part of the story, but you're actually not fully informed. So I think that for sure that would be a good thing for the surroundings there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyways, somebody had mentioned that they might like to do a discussion on 12-step programs. And that would be, we can definitely use that, because I can see that creeping into, or not creeping into, it's always been a part of, what do they call it? What do they call it? Quick, what do they call it? Where the church, where Christianity, they take yoga. Oh, well, it's Christian yoga. Or, stuff like that. Same thing with the 12-step program.
Yeah. Hey, JJ. Ashkenazi Indians.
D, actually, there's a book that's sold by Shepherd's Chapel. You can call them up on the telephone. They got a 1-800 number and order this book. It's called America BC by Dr. Barry Fell. And for example, one of the things that book discusses, it talks about the spoken language of the Yaqui Indians in Arizona and northern Mexico is essentially identical to spoken Libyan, ancient Libyan, not modern Libyan, kind of like the difference between Latin and modern Italian, or Hebrew and ancient Hebrew, modern Hebrew and ancient Hebrew. And that, some really fascinating things. Apostasy, if you're talking about Christian yoga, yeah. Yeah.
What else? So you have like local people.
Barry Fell has got fascinating information. Like they don't tell you about this stuff. They discovered ancient contracts written on stone up in the northeastern United States, like shipping contracts for copper going to the Middle East, dating from like 200 BC. Well, why don't they want you to know about that? Why do they want everybody to think that you were just this big, dumb, stupid people wherever you live in the world, and you didn't know anything until the Roman Catholic Church came out of the Dark Ages and started handing down knowledge? Right? There's a reason they want to keep us stupid and dumb and uneducated. You found it, D? Good job. Yep. And then there's another one. It's called Ancient America. And I forget who does that one.
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Lucy.
Casey.
Casey. Oh, that. I found it. Look at that. This one here, if you can find that. Right? Discovery of Ancient America, and it's by David Allen. Right? This is being sent. It's got America's visited. What does it have? Different stones, like the Grave Creek stone, the Braxton tablet. Right? Braxton tablet. Found in Braxton. What's that look like?
That looks like paleo.
It looks like paleo. Yep.
How old is that? That's rad, John.
Old. And that. Really old. Really, really, really old.
Yes. Unlike me. That's right, Debbie. See you later, guys.
So they got the different sections of this book, the Hidden Mountain Inscriptions. They are The Secret of Hidden Mountain, The Inscriptions, Who and When, Authenticity, Ancient America's Visited, The Remembrance of Contact, The Long Voyage Ships, The Expedition, and Aztlan, The Legend of Atlantis. So they got all kinds of good information in here. And that there's a small section in here. It's got different alphabets. Talks about the discoveries for Mayan civilization, comparing it to Hebrew, parallel stories of Maya and Hebrew.
Yes, I did, Jimmy.
It's a really cool book. And that, I enjoyed America BC a little better, though. And that.
The one where he was talking about, you know, his revelation that he got. Is that what the one that you're talking about, Jimmy? It's better than other words that I say, right?
Rad, man.
Rad.
Well.
Better than saying dude. Oh my gosh. I used to say man a lot.
Wait, don't you say dude all the time?
No, I don't.
Pretty sure you do. You say
What?
doo-doo.
I say dodo. No, I don't say
The-
doo-doo. I say dodo.
Uh-huh.
Referring endearingly to somebody that is a dodo.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So anyways, I want to
Excellent.
get a bunch of that stuff. And that Rob might come out here. I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet. But there's a lot of things out here. There really is.
So
Maybe
it's
we can
basically
get everybody to the conference and then go take over one of these hidden bases that they have.
that sounds good. I'm in.
Prove it.
I will. I will. No, I will. You don't. I will. Okay. Should we give Gwen a timeline? I will get my passport. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I will get my passport. If nothing is going to stop me and no interruption, meaning like no legal interruption. If I have no legal interruption, I'll get my passport before my birthday. When was my birthday again? Do you remember?
October 11/57.
It was the day after Debbie's birthday that she posted earlier. I know.
It's a Canadian passport, Emily, not an Italian one.
An extinct bird? What? A dodo. I know. But me and John argue, Penelope, over the spelling of dodo. So anyway, I'm right and he's wrong. Yes, that's right, Ren. See, she is on top of it. I do accept gifts and money if you want to send me presents.
So, Gwen, when are you getting your passport?
By October 30th, if I have no legal interruptions, I will get my passport before that. By then.
Okay, and define legal interruption.
Where if I have to get another document that's going to cost me X amount of money before I get that document, like that kind of thing. If I don't have to do that and I can just go into the passport office and everything that I have is tickety-boo, and then I just have to work on my little humans. You named one of your dogs Dodo? It is a disclaimer. Oh, he just shut the door on us and muted us. He must have confidence in my ability to speak. I have much to say. What should I talk about? I was just going to mention some nice things about you.
I agree, Emily. That sounds like a big disclaimer to me.
It's not an excuse. It is a disclaimer. Because I won't be able to afford to pay for a bunch of different other things, right? That's what's stopping me from getting my passport, or what I thought was just stopping me. So, and getting my picture for my passport is not a big expense. I mean, it's going to cost me $15 to get my passport picture. Yes.
We go to the drugstore and they take it.
I know. Like we can go to Walmart
$5.
Or we can go to Costco. But for some reason, it cost $1 million. Yeah, he totally will provide. Yeah.
Sure about that.
Well, you know what? I don't mind being wrong. This was like my last ones that I took was about 4 years ago. And that it cost me just a little over I think it was like
Enchilada.
$40 or something to get me and my girls at a discount.
I don't understand. You're roboting a little bit.
Oh, me and my girls about 4 years ago got passport pictures that cost, I think, just a little over 40, something like that. Because I was the three of us, I got a discount.
For all of you?
Yeah. But well, just the three of us, not my hubby. But I will do it. I will get on it like hotcakes. That sounds really good, John. Very exciting. So it's going to be more of a local thing than anything else, right?
No, it's so.
Oh.
See, that is the condescension that everybody has when they're on either one of the coasts. They just skip the whole heartland. Everywhere in the middle. Oh, well, wait, there's Chicago. But no, there's millions of people that live in the middle. And there's probably more, I would say there's more faithful that live in the middle and center than the other locations. Although there is a lot of people that are like in Oregon and other places.
Hey, Bowman.
Anyways, the thing is, there's a lot. My point is, there's lots being overlooked because we tend to look towards the already established people.
Okay.
Right? And that, but it does not mean everybody's going to be from here at all whatsoever.
Cool.
So there.
Because if I come, I want to feel like I'm a part of that. That's all I have to say. Well, pretty much wherever I go, I make myself at home. So. Oh, you got Facebook, Bowman? It's all downhill from here.
Yep, just wait till you get reeled into the first one. And that, T-Rubs is asking you a question.
Yeah, I just seen it. Yes, I did. The very last one about the invite for Sukkot.
For a day of Sukkot. And that is good. That is awesomeness.
Yes, I did. Thank you for the invite.
Good breaking news. Missing California teen found safe. Her coach is in custody. High school wrestling coach is in custody.
Nice. Oh, I hope safe. I hope safe also means other versions of that.
Yeah. And that. There's a video that I can't look at, but the distressed woman ringing doorbells in Texas has been identified.
Oh.
But that's all I know because of the story.
Okay.
But that, pray that, and if there's something nefarious with it, she gets those people exposed and caught.
Yeah, I got off Facebook a long time ago. Back to the grind.
I got off Facebook longer ago, so there.
Bless you, Bowman. Laters.
Later, Bo, baby.
It sounded like you said Bo, baby.
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did say.
Well,
And that, but the reason, right? It's because Emily got me into that Frank Sinatra swinging baby mood, man, with her Passaporte. When you gonna get to your passport? You know what's invisible and smells like carrots?
that's almost as dangerous as, you know, when you ask to pull my finger.
Okay. So, anyways, the other announcement is we are going to drastically, for a while at least, shorten Sunday show. And we're just going to come forward with a very short topic and just put it out there for everybody to think about and then disappear. Yeah? Hello?
Are you talking to me? I wasn't sure if you're talking to your friends over there. Yes, rapid farts. You have been hanging out too long with John, Jimmy. You are in timeout. Which show? Sunday show. D.
Yep, but the big thing is we've got a number of people that say they want to give their testimony, but they don't feel they're worthy, or they don't want to put it out there as it is right now. And that, don't worry about it.
I still have to finish
Honestly.
the rest of mine, you know.
Right. So you're going to do a 3-hour show Sunday?
We'll start the following Sunday.
Right.
There are so many things that we can share about the good news of what Abba's done in our life. And that's what our testimony is. It doesn't have to be about all those dramatic events in our life where we may still yet feel that we're bound, or we may yet still feel like it's still, it's still too sensitive to talk about. There's other things that we can testify to. There's so many things that we can testify to if we just take a really good inventory of our lives and kind of reflect on being thankful and grateful. Just staying in that attitude and that spirit of gratefulness and thankfulness, you start to remember other tiny little things, and then just staying in that place, your list will become super long suddenly of things that you have to testify about.
About
it doesn't have. Yes.
About the blessings. And that we are all familiar with the curses. But even in times when we were cursed and deserved the chastisement that we were given, in the scouring that we were given, that there was still those times of blessing.
Because what did we get out of it, right? Less of our flesh, more of the spirit man was able to grow and breathe, So there's lots to share. If you have something to share, and everybody does, focus on that.
Right. And it's not all, I was a crackhead, heroin addict, alcoholic, prostituting myself while beating my children after I was beaten, and raped by my dad and mom, you know, it's not all that. I feel that there are some, we've spoken to, for example, someone that said to us it was very easy to give their life to Jesus, to Yeshua. But staying there, you know, they didn't have that testimony, but staying there, you know, that is such a huge testimony to those kids, the young people, not kids, the children, the teens, the young adults that are affected with all this now. Well, you know, oh, you have sex in high school, and then you either start working or go to college, and you get married and you start having children, and that's not the paradigm, right? Or the, you know, oh, I'm a young adult male now, so now it's time to go to the topless clubs with all the guys and get drunk. No, sometimes there are people out there who stand their ground and don't adopt the worldly ways. And their struggle is every single bit, if not more so, harder and more serious than those of us who did turn to the drugs or the alcohol, or who were jerks, or are recovering jerks. And that, you know, I mean, in the face of when everybody is telling you, you know, quit having a standard. Jesus wouldn't hold the standard that high. What? What are you talking about? He wouldn't hold the standard that high. Yeah, we need to hear from you too. And
see, like True Rubs was just saying, like, we also need to respect and pray for those that want to testify but cannot due to family members that are not ready to open up about their family to it.
There's that too.
There is that too, but I think that's kind of what I was saying. You don't necessarily have to say nothing because you don't want to reveal this yet. I think that it's about the journey more than anything else, right? And sometimes being in those situations that True Rubs is saying is that you can feel extra lonely. So if you start just to share tidbits of your life that don't involve those very, very sensitive areas, you can invite some life and joy and refreshing that happens when all of a sudden you can hear your own voice testify of Abba's goodness in a job interview, in a moment that you had witnessing to a neighbor, or, you know, or even just a small one that's not your life's testimony, but you have a moment that you want to testify of something that happened today. Like, maybe we need to also incorporate who has a testimony today to say, you know, what happened today? Do you have a testimony today? You know, can you testify of something really good today? It's a challenge because some of us, sorry?
We all can.
Yeah.
Right? But it's what are we choosing to focus upon?
Exactly. That's why we need to move our lips and testify of the faithfulness and the goodness of the Father. We really do, in the smallest measurement. Because then when we surround, when we're surrounded, or we go to places that you were mentioning earlier, we go to places that are portals that are heavily fortified by forces that take the time to invest in keeping it saturated with evil. How do we continue to keep ourselves saturated with Abba's goodness? There's so many ways that we can do that.
By focusing on it. And that, you know, I forgot what it was. You said something. Anyways.
Real high standard, JJ, what? Apologize for some. Yes. Yeah. You know what?
But
Abba
that's what,
standard is.
you know, someone told me recently that after discussing some of my past, they were like, whoa, no way. You had a past that was all crappy and filled with crap like that? I never would have guessed it. And that's my point. Why would I choose to live there? Why would I choose to live in that past, or frailties or ailments or pains and aches that I have because of my past, instead of glorying in what I've been given, what sacrifices were made for me, and given to me? You know, how much does that magnify the glory to sit there in back pain from falling off a flagpole when I was drunk? You know, how does that glorify Abba? Oh, I got this back pain. Yep, but I abide. That doesn't help anything.
No.
In that, and I don't think maybe it'll help somebody at the right time, but I'd prefer not to live there in my past.
I was just saying to someone yesterday.
I've been given a new present. I've been given a new present to be with Him at all times in the Spirit. So why do I want to constantly dredge up that old self and the old life I was in?
Yeah.
If it's going to help somebody in the moment, okay, I'll discuss it if necessary. But many times it turns into a it sounds like a contest between people. I forget what they call it at Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous, where you give they don't call it a testimony, but they call it something to do. Basically, it's, well, my journey was harder than yours. Okay, whatever. Exactly right, Emily. We need not to have the victim mentality. Take accountability and repent and keep going.
You know what, I was sharing with someone yesterday about this gift now, that the confusion that this person was in earlier.
He's asking if you know how to type.
Does anyone know how to type on the chat when doing a live video from your YouTube channel? No, I don't. Sorry, that's way over my head. But anyways, I was trying to encourage this friend that they don't need to concern themselves with experiencing confusion and these other insecurities that they were heavily experiencing, being under the wrong yoke. Like, you will be insecure even more if you're in an environment that feeds that spirit. That thing in you, that weakness in you, will only be magnified over there. So encouraging, like, look at this gift now that you've been given. Now you're able to receive the truth. You are no longer being lied to. Now you are being told the truth, and now you can correct your paths. Now you can correct your choices without so much insecurity, so much confusion. Like, the line is easily seen now, and therefore your confidence will build, and you can understand that it wasn't you not knowing, or comprehending. It was because you were being deceived. People that think that they can get away with, like sitting right at the door of Sodom and Gomorrah, thinking that that's okay, or they're not going to be affected or infected. We're supposed to be separate, and if you're inside, you're going to be affected and infected. So come away from those behaviors, those attitudes, those habits. We're supposed to be different and see this gift that's been given us. it's a beautiful gift, and we need to shout it from the rooftops.
Very true. All very true. All right. Would you like to pray us out, Covered Head Woman?
Yes. Thank you, Abba, for your goodness and your faithfulness and your patience and your commitment to us understanding and knowing and hearing and receiving your truth. Thank you for these ideas that are stirring around John and the group of people that want to put this conference together. I just pray for your wisdom and your discernment to flow through these people that are gathering together, mulling over these ideas. And if it be your will, I just pray a blessing over those people and over that situation as it develops. And I thank you for each one here that has something amazing to testify about, because you are amazing. And if we stand and claim that you are our God, then we have something glorious to testify. I pray, Abba, that there would be a conviction in each of our hearts for those things that are in our lives that we need to tighten, that we need to surrender to you, that maybe we even need to turn from, so that our lives can be a light to those that need to find their way back to you. Help us not to be a stumbling block. Help us to be a conduit of your love and your forgiveness, a witness to your goodness and to your higher ways. Bless everybody for the rest of the week. Each family member that needs restoration and healing and freedom. I pray that those things would continue to take its course so that you would be glorified. In Yeshua's name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, family. Short and sweet this Sunday.
Yep. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us. We had a great time. I hope you had a great time. Please pray about whether we should or should not have this conference, and for us to have guidance on it. We would greatly appreciate that. And thank you very much. Love you all. We will talk to you soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Bless you.